Hi, it's Thursday, September 21st, 2017, the day before fall. So I'm starting to work on my acid tower, my acid garden tower. Now this just simply means that it's the pH of the soil, and different plants like to grow in different pH ranges. So this is slightly acidic, 7 is neutral. So this bed I'm going to try to keep between 6 and 7 pH because I'm planting in here spinach, lettuce, carrots, some herbs like cilantro and parsley. So this is what it looks like so far. I've started at the bottom and I have some spinach, parsley, cilantro all mixed in, and up at the top, just like the other bed, I'm planting marigolds because marigolds not only help protect the garden, especially if there are nematodes in the soil. Nematodes are these little microscopic worms, for if you will, that like to get up into the roots and basically suck the life out of the plant. Not all nematodes are bad, and I doubt that my potting soil has any nematodes in it, but I like marigolds, and they make the most amazing tea. So not only is it a beneficial companion plant and a nurse plant, but it's also really good. So when the flowers dry, you take that whole head off, you separate the dried flowers from the seeds, keep the seeds, because all of these are seeds that I harvested from last season's garden tower, and now I planted them and I've got a whole new batch of marigolds, and you get like 30 to 50 seeds in each marigold head. So I have a ton of marigold seeds. But so I make a really great tea, and here in the desert I'm not real successful at growing chamomile. I don't have the space, and chamomile is really good nighttime sleepy time tea, but marigolds are just as good, if not better. So I keep all those dried flowers and I make marigold tea. But anyway, here's what I've been doing. So once I plant a plant into the pocket of the tower garden, or the garden tower, I take a dip of this very diluted chamomile tea, which I just buy loose chamomile tea flowers and soak them in water overnight, and actually in water that I've also let set out overnight because I want to get all the chlorine and everything to evaporate out of theirs, because the plants don't like that. They don't like chlorine. So try to get the water as neutral as possible and free of chemicals as possible, and let it off gas any chlorine. And then I cold brew the chamomile tea. You can hot brew it too, just let it cool off. Dilute it, and then I just water in. Here, I'll show you what I'm going to water in. I'll water in this marigold. You can get this is just my method because I like my little pitcher. So I just put a funnel there and I water it in. And that's because if there happens to be any little bit of fungus in the soil that might cause my little seedlings to damp off or retard the root growth or whatever, this is a fungicide. It's a very natural, mild fungicide, and it's not going to hurt the ecology of my garden tower, of the soil. So I'm building soil, even though this is a container garden, with all the worms in there, and I'm encouraging bacteria and all the beneficial microbes that are going to help feed my plants and make my garden thrive. So this is what I'm finishing up today. I'm not even halfway done with this acid tower. I call it the acid tower. So I'll show you later when it's all finished.